Okay guys, welcome to the Jazz Corner. I'm going to make a series of videos on the art of setting dice and dice control. I just purchased the Frank Scablietti and the Dominators DVD package and Cutting Edge Craps book here. This is the Golden Touch DVD package. It's a two DVD package on dice control, throwing the dice, every aspect of it. Also got 5 dice as well, and a dice rig for making sure you got the proper grip when you start out this endeavour. The dice simply go in here and you push them you grip the dice, and now you've got the perfect grip, like so. Okay, so the purpose of this video is going to be I'm going to attempt to learn dice control, and apparently it takes anywhere from 9 months to a year to get really good at this. And you got to practice every day, at least 2 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours a day, to get any muscle memory in your swing. So I'm gonna, I bought this system about a week ago, so I've been practicing for a week. I'm home right now because of all the coronavirus going around, so we're actually in our houses or locked up for a while. So I've been putting in a lot of hours for the past week, sometimes 5 hours a day, 3 hours a day, varying, no less than 3 hours a day up for the last probably 7 days now. So what I want to try and do, no bias, I don't know if this works. I don't know if it's true or not true, whether you can control dice. I've had a lot of throws so far. I've marked a lot of the throws down, my rolls. It's been, very sporadic. I feel like I've got my throw down pretty good for the week I've been doing. I put a lot of hours in. So what we're going to do now, we're going to I'll throw some dice and let you guys see, good, bad and ugly, no manipulation of the dice. What you see is what you get. I'm going to plan on doing this for 6 months, 9 months, every day, and I want to see if this really works, or if it doesn't work. I'm willing to put in the effort and the time. As I say, I'm probably going to be home for at least 2 months, so I'm going to be doing this every day, and we're going to see where it takes us. So if you're interested in my journey and where it's going to take us, and if you really want to learn how to dice control, we'll go from here. Hey guys, welcome back to the Jazz Corner. Today I'm going to throw some dice today and let you guys see what I'm doing. I've already been practicing for about 45 minutes this morning. So, I'm warmed up a little bit. I've already had a few passes, so I'll just give you an idea what I've done here today. My first pass was like 3 numbers and 7 out. My next one was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers, 7 out. Then 2 numbers, 7 out, and then 2 7s, a 6 and a 7 out, so not too good. Next throw was pretty good. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 numbers, and 4 hard ways, 2 hard 8s and 2 hard 6s, which is pretty good. And then my next throw was 7 numbers, 2 hard ways, hard 6 and a hard 4. My next shot was 6 numbers, 7 out, and that was one more hard way, a 10. And then I had 11 numbers and a 7 out, no hard ways, and 3 10s and a 7 out, one hard way, the point. So that's what I've did so far. So I'm going to continue my roll now for you guys. Obviously, because you know it's going to get a bit boring if you're just going to be watching me roll dice for like 2 hours. So you know, I don't know what's going to happen on the next roll. We're just going to roll the dice and we'll take it from there. And you guys can see for yourselves. Okay, you can see my throw, how the dice are landing. I feel like I'm doing pretty good right now. So here we go. So every time I throw, I'm always using a hard way set, which is what they recommend. So I've got the 5s on top and the 4s facing you guys. So here's the first roll for the point number. Okay, so that was a 10, soft 10. Puck's on the 10, point. Okay, hard way set again, 5s on top. Okay, another 10, soft 10. I'm just going to throw some chips over on my layout to let you know what I'm getting. That's 2 10s. Okay. Okay. When I'm throwing the dice, what I have found, like from when I first started about a week ago, I was really, you know, I felt tense. I didn't feel relaxed at all. So what I've, you know, I'm setting up better. I'm gripping the dice fairly good right now. And the idea is you got to be really relaxed with your hand and your wrist. So here goes. Okay, 7 out. So okay, the dice flipped over there, but it was a 7. So the puck's off. So that was 2 rolls and a 7. Not too good. Okay, I'm going to start again now. Hard way set again. I feel a little bit nervous right now because, you know, first time ever taping on YouTube. You know, this is not my thing, so just bear with me. Okay, 5. It's a 5. Puck's on the 5. Hard way set. I'm making sure I'm parallel with the table, like down to the back wall and across with my fingers, make sure everything's lined up. Okay, that's a 4. Okay. Eight. Soft 8. That's 3 numbers so far. Yeah, I feel like I'm really getting the hang of, you know, I feel like I've already got my my muscle memory in my swing. You know, pretty consistent, you know. I'm trying to land the dice about 4 to 7 inches from the back wall. 11. Okay. So I also trying to keep my, trying to keep the dice from not flipping too far all over the place. Trying to keep them tight when they bounce off the back wall, which I'm getting better at. It's a 9. Okay. So setting the dice and that was really awkward in the beginning. Not setting the dice, but actually gripping the dice. So I did use the rig a lot, pretty much every day for about the first 3 or 4 days. And now I'm like managing to grab hold of the dice a lot better, quicker. Okay, there's a 5. That's the point. The book's off. So I guess if I roll a 7 now, we're good. 7 on a come out roll is good. 7, 11, as you know. But I don't want to roll a 7, I want to keep rolling numbers, right? Still with the hard way set. Okay, 5. Made the 5 right back for the point again. Oops, that's the 11. Another 5. So that's 3 5s so far. Yeah, I'm not using the this all 7 set on the come out roll because they don't recommend that anyway. They just want to just keep using the hard way set, so that's what I'm going to do. We're going to stick to the book and the tapes and see what happens. Here we go. 9. I keep catching this chip on the way back from the 11. Okay, so that's 2 9s so far. Five. I guess they talk about dominant numbers when you're throwing, and I have experienced this a lot so far in the week I've been doing this. There's another 5, so that's 4 5s now. I guess 5's my dominant right now. I guess if they say it varies from, varies from shooter to shooter. I guess or every time you roll. So I have dominant 10s, which is great. Pays 2 to 1. Okay, that's a 12. I normally set the dice a little quicker than this, but obviously I'm on tape right now, so I'm still a little nervous, I guess. Oh, hard 8. There's the 8. Okay, that's 2 8s so far. I have rolled as many as 3 hard 8s back to back, so this is what I'm saying. It's very sporadic right now, and I've also rolled a lot of 7s. I've had 5 or 6 rolls and I've 7 out, 3 or 4 or 5 rolls, and then I've had my best roll is I think 46 numbers, and I've had a 32. I've had a lot of 15s, 20s, but I've also had a lot of 3s and 4s. So I'm still not convinced, obviously, but we're just going to carry on with this. There's a 6. Oh, okay, the dice fell over, but that was a 6. I gotta move these out the way. There's a 6 and 11. Okay. And my lovely wife here is helping me out today. She thinks I'm crazy, but she's kind enough to hold a camera for me and tape me. So thanks for that, honey. Six. There's another 6. So right now I feel like I'm doing okay. You know, that's 2 6s, 2 9s, 2 8s, 4 5s, 1 4. Not bad. Let's see if we can get another hard way. Okay, there's another 4. There you go. Okay guys, I'm sorry about that. We had a malfunction there. My wife was taping me and her arms were aching, so she had to stop right in the middle of the roll. So that's why I was going all crazy with my hand. So we're going to continue this roll now. So obviously it's about 10 minutes later now. I'm going to continue and hope we can continue on with this roll. Keep hitting numbers. But I'm probably cold now and I'll probably 7 out. But here we go. That's a 9. Here's a 9. Okay. So I just want to go over a few things too. You know, I just built this taps table about a week before I ordered the tapes because I knew I was going to be home for a while with the virus and everything. I'll explain my table in a minute. So let's just we'll continue with the roll for now, and then I'll go over a few things with any newbies that want to pick up this game, and hopefully I can give them a bit of information how to get started with the layout and stuff, what I did. Well, that was a nice throw, nice and tight, and it was an 8. So that's 3 8s now. Another 8, hard 8. Okay. I normally mark the hard ways with a black chip, but I've forgot now, so we'll just I can't remember how many now we had in this roll, but it's an 11. That's 2 11s now. I guess this roll's going pretty good, you know, but still, you know, I've experienced this before and I've experienced really short rolls, so, you know, I don't know whether I'm controlling the dice, it's just luck, you know. I feel like my throws improved tremendously in a week. There's a 3. I mean, it was really awkward in the beginning, like just picking up the dice in the beginning. I mean, a good tip, when I was picking up the dice, I was pressing too hard and they kept on splitting when you're picking them up. And I found, you know, I was having a really hard time with just picking the dice up without them splitting. Took me a couple of days probably to get used to that. And I think the main key is how to do it is you've got to, you know, I do the middle finger and the thumb first, very lightly, and then my other 3 fingers very lightly. No pressure whatsoever, very, very light, and works pretty well for me. Okay, that's a 3. One of the dice bounced all over the place on that roll. Yeah, so I'm managing, you know, I was having a hard time getting backspin on the dice too, you know. So I've got that down now. And I think that's the thumb placement more in the back of the dice. You want to be down a little bit on the dice, like not quite halfway maybe. And that tends, when you release, that puts backspin on. Okay, that's a 9. It's a 9. So that's 4 9s. You know, I guess my 9's getting pretty done. Actually, got 4 8s and 4 5s by the looks of it right now. So I'm doing pretty good, I guess. Oh, that's an 8. It's a hard 8, but it wasn't a good throw. I actually hit the back wall first on that one, so the dice went all over the place. But still, I got an you know, still got a hard 8. But that's my point, you know. I feel sometimes like I have a perfect throw, and I 7 out, and then I'll hit the back wall. The dice will fly all over the place, and I'll get a hard way. So, you know, I don't know what to make of that. So, you know, I'm still trying to land the dice where I want to land them, so I'm like get consistent rolls. Okay, that's a 7 out, guys, and that was I hit very close to the back wall on that one, and I normally, when I hit close to the back wall, I do 7 outs a lot, so that might tell you something. So okay, we'll check our roll. We'll take our chips over there. We got 2 4s, 4 5s, 4 8s, 4 9s, 3 5s, 2 3s, 2 11s, and 1 12. So that's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23. 23 rolls of the dice. Hit a lot of good numbers. I can't remember how many hard ways now because I forgot to mark them. I think it was a 2 or 3. So there you go. I just want to say another few things. You know, my table is 8 feet long. I'm throwing from 7.5 feet, which is like, you know, stick 1 left, you know, on a 12-foot table, I guess. I'm not quite sure, but you know, that's saying 7.5 feet is a good, you know, around the stick 1 left, stick 2 area left there. My tabletop is 28 inches from the ground to the tabletop. I built the table with a 4x8 sheet of finished plywood, like a birch plywood, nice and smooth, and it's 2 layers thick on the other end underneath. I've got another layer underneath, so I've got an 1.5 inch bed, which is what Golden Touch recommends. And I've got it, you know, underneath my felt. I've got 1 layer of it's a downing from the fabric shop. It's very thin white, you know, like cotton, 80% cotton, 20% nylon underneath my layout. So it's not soft, and it's, you know, it's got a little bounce, not much, but it's fairly hard. So I'm still experimenting with that. I might make some other layouts with a softer underneath, you know. And my wall here, my side wall is roughly, you know, anywhere from 9 to 11 inches I think. It varies from casino to casino. Mine's 11 inches. So, you know, because this is the things I had to find out when I was building my table, and it, you know, it was just took me a while to find that out. So I thought anybody who wants to do something like this can, you know, can do it, you know, quite easily. It was inexpensive, you know, a couple of $100, and that's it. So listen, I'm gonna, you know, if you want to follow my journey, and you know, I'm not doing this to discredit dice throwers and dice setters, and you know, I mean, if this works, great. I hopefully go to the casino and make some money. You know, but it's still early days. I don't plan on going to the casino, you know, for another 4 or 5 months, 6 months. You know, obviously I don't even know how long this coronavirus is going to last. We might be going back to work for 2-3 months, I'm not sure. So the casinos are closed now anyway, right? So I just plan on practice. I'm going to log. I'm just going to keep a tally on what, you know, my numbers are coming and how my throws progressing, and you know, every now and again I'll do a video, you know, like I'll do a couple of rolls, not too long, and then hopefully I can keep doing, you know, I'll do them every week, and I'll keep going with them, hopefully try and get 2 or 3, 4 in a week, and then we can show the progression of how good I'm getting or how bad I am. So okay guys, so if you like what I'm doing or trying to achieve here, and we'll get some honest answers out of this whole scenario, if you want to follow me, and just log on and subscribe to my thing, I guess, what people do, and you know, I'll see you soon, and thanks for tuning in. You know, this is the jazz corner, as you see, I've got a lot of brass instruments on my wall and guitars, you know. You can subscribe below, and then just keep following, and if you've got any questions or you think I'm doing anything wrong with my throw right now, you know, any comments, you know, are welcome. I'll try and answer them as honest as I can. In anything in general, you know, whatever you wanna ask, I'll answer, and we'll go from there. And if you want me to do something else, a different camera angle, anything like that, just let me know, and I'll try and accommodate that too. So I want to give you the best perspective I can, you know. So okay, I'm gonna leave now, and I'll leave you with that, and I'll see you later.